Today we'll learn about LAMP stack. You must have heard this if you are in web development. So LAMP stands for Linux, A stands for Apache, M stands for MySQL, and P stands for PHP. So this is the full stack of LAMP. LAMP is an acronym denoting one of the most common solution stack for many of the web popular applications. However, LAMP now refers to a generic software stack model and its components are largely interchangeable. So PHP can be replaced with Perl or Python. So at the operating system level, LAMP consists of Linux, and for web server, LAMP uses Apache, and for database layer, LAMP uses MySQL, and for writing the web application, it uses PHP. So in LAMP stack, each level derives of its base layer. Your operating system, Linux, is the base layer, then the Apache, your web daemon, sits on top of your OS, and then your database stores all the information served by your web daemon, and PHP, which is the scripting language used for writing the web applications UI layer, which or interacting with the database, and all the user interactions happens with it. A high-level look at the LAMP stack order of execution shows the elements interoperate. In the diagram also you can see this. The process starts when Apache web server receives a request for web pages from user's browser. If the request is for a PHP file, Apache passes the request to the PHP, which loads all the file and executes the code contained in the file. PHP also communicates with MySQL to fetch any data if it is referenced in the code. Sometimes people confuse LAMP with Mean, so don't get confused. Mean, we have Mongo, Express, Angular, and Node, but in LAMP stack we have Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. In Mean stack, it's the operating system layer is cross-platform, but in LAMP it is Linux based. At the database layer, Mean stack supports non-relational database, which is MongoDB, and LAMP supports MySQL, which is a relational database. And then the technology wise it is different, and LAMP is faster compared to the Mean stack, and Mean is being promoted by Google, and LAMP by Linux Foundations. Now these days LAMP, there is a serverless LAMP structure where L stands for Lambda, A for API gateway, and then MySQL and PHP remain same. So this is for the cloud related structure that typically we follow these days, so remember L for Lambda, A for API gateway. Earlier it was L for Linux and A for Apache server. So this is the serverless architecture. Don't get confused with the previous one, the classic structure of the LAMP. So if we will try to see how it works. So in serverless, it is divided into two components largely: the static asset and then the dynamic applications. So whenever a web domain website, suppose it's google.com or anything, it comes to the Amazon Cloud front, then and this is now I am explaining with the help of AWS Cloud. It will be similar for other cloud as well. So after, and then it will go to the API gateway, and from there AWS Lambda can condense the code of PHP, and then the AWS RDS will be there, which will get connected to the PHP code. Okay, and for the static files, simple S3 bucket can be used. So all requests for dynamic content are forwarded to Amazon API Gateway. This is a fully managed service for creating, publishing, and securing APIs at any scale. It acts as the front door for the PHP applications, routing requests downstream or to Lambda functions. The Lambda functions contain the business logic and interaction with the MySQL database. So we have seen the new structure of LAMP, which is Lambda, API, and MySQL, and we have also seen the older structure of LAMP, which is Linux, then Apache, then MySQL, and then the PHP. If you have any query related to LAMP stack, do write to us, and if you think the video is helpful, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want us to cover any other technical topic, do write in the comment box as well. Thank you so much.